every weather presenter has a cushy job like I do. Don't believe me? Around the world in 80 seconds will show you why. Look at this effort from Gabrielle Enright in Ohio of her pesky umbrella, as they say, all in a day's work. It's only the second week of school, and already kids in Alberta are thinking snow day. Some areas saw as much as 20 centimeters. The sighting of a wall cloud usually signifies a thunderstorm, a menacing black. When the storms arrived, lightning filled the sky, of course, anywhere and with deadly force. And it's not every day you get to capture a volcanic eruption while on vacation, but for one Australian, the eruption was only part of the surprise. You'd think it was a painting. Just lovely. Cool start to the day across much of the maritime provinces. I was tweeted that Fredericton this morning was -3, and that's why we had those widespread frost advisories. But overall, we're looking at some pretty decent weather. This will be your morning temperature in Halifax, 13 Celsius, some sunny skies. And for the afternoon, temperatures will start to climb. So here's a bigger picture of more communities and their morning temperatures. And let's flip it over to the afternoon. 20 degrees in Sydney, 20 in Charlottetown, 19 Summerside, 21 Moncton. Yeah, you get the picture. As I tweeted, nothing to see here, folks. Just enjoy your day. Just lovely. We do have a system that's moving in, though. It's going to have a big impact over the Great Lakes. First of all, moving towards Quebec, and then by Thursday, late Thursday, moving into New Brunswick. And then for the weekend, unfortunately, this is moving towards Newfoundland. Some stormy weather coming, however. We had it on Friday into the weekend, and now back again. Now, this system is going to be a little bit different than what we saw on Friday. Friday was a huge lightning storm. There had been a confirmed tornado as well. This time around, it seems to be the biggest problem will be the heavy rain and the very strong winds. We may have some thunderstorms embedded. I don't want to rule that out, but less of a risk of, let's say, hail, for example. And the best chance of severe weather will likely be in southwestern Ontario, although everybody has the risk of a thunderstorm. But again, keep in mind, heaviest rain. We do have rainfall warnings already in place in the northeast, places like Wawa, Timmins. And then, although there's not a rainfall warning at this point in time, we are expecting heavy amounts of rain along the shores of Lake Erie, so 50 to 70 millimeters of rain. All this moving in late day Wednesday, so Wednesday in through the overnight hours. Temperatures will be warm. It will feel humid. Here's that rainfall warning I was alluding to. So this may spread out a little more, by the way. Right now, just special weather statements for the south. But yes, lots of rain coming, most of it overnight. Okay, so it just makes me want to go back to school. It's just like one big party. Oh yeah, it's always been that way, hasn't it? Okay, temperatures on Tuesday, a little bit cooler. Not bad. 21.6 in Toronto, 22.9 in Hamilton. Hamilton this weekend coming up, Super Crawl, huge art fest, food, music, art. Fantastic. Okay, so Wednesday, this is what we're concerned about. We've got a fairly significant storm moving in. Late day Wednesday, southwestern Ontario has the risk of severe weather. Heavy rain with this. We don't have rainfall warnings yet for southern Ontario. That may change. Along the shores of Lake Erie, at least one model indicating heavy amounts of rain there, so 50 to 70 millimeters. Environment Canada has issued a rainfall warning for the northeast, and we're talking about upwards of 50 millimeters. There's the big low, so we'll be paying close attention to this one. We'll let you know if any more warnings are issued or watches through the day on Wednesday. Okay, Maritimes and Newfoundland, a little on the chilly side to start the day. We had that frost advisory widespread. It was cool, below freezing in many areas, and that's why the frost advisory was issued. But not bad. Wind-wise, not particularly windy, still warm. Much of that cooler air in blue is relegated to the north up towards Labrador City, but otherwise you're fairly mild. And yeah, above seasonal. So these are your Wednesday morning temperatures. I think most people would even accept this for an afternoon in September, although it's be a little on the cool side. But this is your afternoon. Not bad at all. 20 to 22 degrees overall, 18 in St. John's, but lots of sunshine. Okay, coming up, September, second week of school. And it just kept coming, didn't it? We still have a snowfall warning in place, and that's because we have another upper level disturbance that is going to bring more snow to the area. In some locales, the temperature rose just enough that the snow had changed over to rain. And that's what makes these forecasts very difficult, especially this time of year, because the snow on the ground will push that temperature a little bit cooler as well. But as soon as it rises to even 1 or 2 degrees, that precipitation will fall as rain. So in the meantime, we still expect more more snow through the overnight. That pink color is for the rain-snow mix. And then as we head farther east, it's mostly rain, although higher elevations, even in Saskatchewan, will likely see some snow mixing in as well. Temperatures will be cool through the overnight and then slowly rise through the day on Wednesday. So Wednesday morning is going to be a tricky commute, I think, for a lot of people, including in the city of Calgary. It could be, not all that pleasant. Okay, coming up, we're going to take a look at BC. Overall. Interesting, though, BC did not have the hottest spot in the country. That has been rare this summer so far. It was actually in Ontario, in Sarnia, 26.1. Close, though. 14 Celsius. That's how you'll start your day in Vancouver. Mix of sun and cloud, about a 40 pop. More sunshine for the afternoon and 21 degrees. May see a shower around Maple Ridge, Chilliwack. Areas just east of the city have a better risk of seeing showers. But look at this long-range forecast. That is pretty spectacular. You know, it's almost as if you could create your very own forecast. This is probably what you might do, right? Especially if you'd like to be outdoors a lot, lots of sunshine and not particularly hot or cool. You don't need the AC or the furnace, as I like to say. Kamloops looks like this, a little bit cooler Wednesday, Thursday. Temperature warming as we head towards the weekend. And Prince George, nice weather for you as well. So high pressure dominates British Columbia is basically what I'm trying to say here. You really don't have a lot of active weather in your forecast. We'll save that for your friends on the other side of the Rockies. Speaking of which, we will get into a little more detail of what's happening. No, every time I see these videos, it just makes me want to go back to school. It's just like one big party. Oh yeah, it's always been that way, hasn't it?